Tem um momento na carreira que precisamos dar um passo além. É hora de fazer uma pós-graduação. Só que muitas vezes o custo pesa no bolso, inviabilizando tudo. Com a pós-graduação do Senac, você não tem esse problema. Cursos com até 50% de desconto e muito mais tempo para pagar. TCC opcional, modelo flexível com aulas presenciais e online e alguns cursos com apenas 12 meses de duração. Não tem mais desculpa, hein? Saiba mais em sp.senac.br/pós-graduação.
Ideal mesmo para o mundo atual seria fazer o ensino médio junto com o curso técnico, certo? É no Senac que o aluno tem autonomia de verdade, formação cidadã, foco na diversidade, preparação para o Enem, material didático sem taxas e muito mais. Na real, tem tudo que você precisa para se sentir preparado para a vida. Seja para entrar no mundo do trabalho ou te ajudar a decidir o que fazer na faculdade. Quer saber? Senac. Vem comigo. Acesse sp.senac.br/ensino-médio-técnico.
Now, back to the Larry Kudlow Show.
The hottest ticket in Washington this week, last couple of days especially, is what I call the Doge brothers, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, and their Department of Government Efficiency, which is a non-government advisory department, but they're two brilliant guys. So I call them the Doge brothers. I don't think they can dance as well as the Blues brothers, but they're probably going to do a lot of good as far as bringing the government down. Let's talk about it with our great friend, Senator Rick Scott of Florida, who himself just won a big landslide a month ago. Senator Scott, welcome back, sir. What do you think about the Doge brothers, and what did we learn about their mission? What can they do?
Well, it's pretty exciting. You know, anybody that's been in business knows that if you want to solve your customer needs, you can't have non-essential workers. You can't spend money you don't need to spend. You can't be wasting time on things that don't matter. And our federal government's doing a lot of that. And so I think what they're going to bring to the table is what I brought to the table when I became governor of Florida. I came in, I said, we're going to look at every agency. That's exactly what they're going to do. They say, can we streamline something? Look at what Elon did with SpaceX. Look at with the cost of a launch for what he does versus what NASA does with success. So it's not a little bit of money; it's a lot of money.
He cut 80% of Twitter.
Yeah, that's so. Larry, I did my business life. I turned around failing businesses. I bought business that was screwed up, and exactly what you do, you go in and say, okay, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Let's go back to our core mission. That's exactly what they're talking about. That's what Elon's talking about. That's what Vivek. We're not saying we don't want to provide services. We're saying, wait, can we do this cheaper? Can we do it better? Can we? Should we even be doing it? Like in my case, why do we have a federal Department of Education? Why don't we leave that to the states? That'd save us quite a bit of money. So I did this. As governor, I cut about 20% of the regulatory environment. I streamlined the permitting. I cut taxes and fees. That's exactly what they're going to do. So guess what? For me, this is great. I finally have somebody that's focused on the stuff that I've been trying to get done for 6 years. I've got a president, President Trump, that believes in what Elon and Vivek are doing. So this is going to be really exciting for me.
One of the things the Doge brothers are going to do, and I know I've talked to Vivek a whole lot about this, is go after the regulatory state, modern socialism, unelected bureaucrats, without any congressional mandate or taxpayer mandate, kind of running the economy and doing a very poor job of it. And if you chop down the regulations, why, then you could chop down the regulatory agencies, too.
So while Biden has been in office, now think about this, put it in perspective. Our economy is about a $28 trillion economy. Just during the Biden years, we've increased the cost of government by over $2.6 trillion. That's regulations. Think about this. In 5 years, we've had a 2% increase in our population and a 53% increase in federal spending.
Remarkable.
This is not sustainable.
Right.
And this is all fixable. This is all fixable without anything from Congress. This is something that Elon and Vivek can do with Donald Trump. They can do all of this without Congress doing anything. This is all regulatory junk.
Yeah, they're going to make
the opportunity is unbelievable. This is good. They're going to have so much fun.
Using the
So what
Supreme.
I'm trying to do is just give them good information. because I've been doing this for so long. Give them good information, talk to them about how I was able to do it as governor. And you have to do it day in and day out. Every day you do this. And that's what business people do. That's why they're going to be successful.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to use, Senator Scott, they're going to use the Supreme Court decisions, the Chevron deference ending that, plus the EPA versus West Virginia. They're going to use that backing to go after this, regulatory behemoth. Senator Scott, I just want to, before I lose you, I want to get one more point. I'm very disturbed by what appears to be Senator John Thune talking about 2 reconciliation bills this year, which I think, that's a fantasy. But the first bill would be energy, border, and defense. All right, I'm for that. But I believe you must start with tax cuts 2.0. Tax cuts 2.0 cannot wait. President Trump, ran on this. And I want to get those withholding rates down for middle-class taxpayers. Each one gets 3 percentage points. The standard deduction is doubled. The kiddie credit is doubled. The 1099 small business 20% tax. I think that the tax cuts cannot wait, Senator Scott.
We have got to get the tax cuts done. Larry, what you did with President Trump in his first term by reducing the tax burden on Americans, businesses, and people is unprecedented. If we don't do this, it'll be a massive, it's over a $4 trillion increase in taxes. Mm-hmm. So we need to get this done. Plus, President Trump has promised to get rid of taxes on cash tips, Social Security benefits, overtime. We need to get those things done. The government is too big. They're taking too much of your money. And so I agree with you. We've got to do everything we can to get the tax reductions done as quickly as we can.
Yeah, you want people to, people will have more money in their pocket, Senator Scott, by mid-year if you start with and I'm in favor of money for the wall, and I'm in favor of Remain in Mexico, and I'm in favor of regulations on energy. You know that. But we just can't wait on this. The working class
as quickly as we can.
Yes, sir.
I agree.
I mean, it's so important. I don't know what Thune thinks he's doing. And I can't believe Mike Johnson thinks he's going to get 2. He'd be lucky to get 1 reconciliation bill through the House. There's like a 1-vote majority.
Yeah, we got to hit the ground running, right? So the moment we start January 3rd. Trump starts January 20th.
Right.
Right. When he gets in, we ought to do everything we can to have bills on his desk that he can sign and get this going.
Oh, I love that. Senator Rick Scott of Florida, just the most sensible guy around. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Right.
Folks, we'll take a quick break, and Professor Alan Dershowitz about presidential pardons coming up next.